Well, really happy to send the seniors out with a win. I think Jake finished it off here at home with a pretty solid performance, and Miles got some things done as well. So it was good to see that happen, and just pleased and happy that we were able to get this last one done. It was really important for us, and now it's set up for a big game next week. Yeah, that's a good question. I'd like to start like that every first quarter, but they were clicking and kind of set the tone for the game. We knew Oregon State was going to keep battling. They've done that every team they've played. They do a nice job on offense and moving the ball, and that was the case. And I thought it was pretty good football for 3 quarters. And fourth quarter would be nice to score another touchdown, but sometimes that's how it goes.
What are your thoughts on an Apple Cup that has so much on the line?
It's just, all these games are so important to us. It really is. It's hard to go, I know the kids know it's, what we're playing for and all that, but they put their heart and soul, the coaches put their heart and soul into every single game. And so we'll just continue to prepare like we always have, and we got to play as well as we've played all year to do this.
This year has not lost at home in basically 2 years. What is so special about this group of seniors, just in your opinion, given everything that they've been through?
They're great kids. It always starts with that. They're great kids that care tremendously. They work. They, we don't have those issues of we lose a game or it doesn't go right if they don't come to work. And so they're a pretty focused group, and they've been great to be around.
How nice was it to get Trey a couple series?
Real good. It's different than practice, that's for sure. And so be good to put the tape on and see what some of these guys look like. Good to get Shane Bowman back out there.
With a guy like Trey who hasn't played in so long, does he need to kind of work his way back gradually?
Absolutely. It's completely different in practice, and I think that probably showed up tonight. So it's good to get him out there.
Do you get caught up in the emotion when you're hugging all the seniors as they come out?
Yeah, I do. And I always think I'm not going to, and just about every year I do. And, in fact, I had a great, talk planned last night and had no thought of being emotional. And halfway through it, and I looked at Jake Browning and started talking about him, and speech was kind of over. And but that's how it is. You spend so much time with these kids, and it is emotional for all of us.
What in particular about Jake? You spent 4 years talking about him.
Well, there's nobody that you spend more time with. There's nobody spend more time in this offense, or in this office, just preparing since the second he got here. It's exactly how it's supposed to be, and he's a rare individual in terms of, never flinching, always the same, always prepping as hard as he possibly can, completely locked in at all times. And it's hard to do for anybody, yet a college kid that, is going through this process, and really special. And it's awesome to have watched him do that for these 4.5 years.
Jonathan Smith really well.
Yeah.
Anything he did surprise you or anything different?
Well, I saw one original play out there that was kind of nice to see. Other than the rest, I was like, can he do something on his own? Just kidding. Yeah, they were all out there. We've watched all their tapes, and you see all those, you see all the stuff. And I say that jokingly because the joke always is, we've invented nothing around here original ourselves. We just try to, get it from somebody else and tweak it and make it a little better. And, they're doing a lot of that stuff too. But they do a good job on offense. They really do. They've moved the ball on everybody, scored points on everybody. And, and we kind of thought that's how they would play, They never go away. They kind of keep battling and those type of things.
Chris, another one of your seniors is Miles Gaskin. What are your thoughts about what he's accomplished and what he's meant to this program in the last 4 years?
Yeah, just another, special player. He's just a rare, unique running back for us, for sure. He's just got tremendous vision. And he's just been another guy that's been exactly the same since he showed up here as a freshman. He's worked his tail off. He really loves football. He likes to practice. You know, you never know sometimes like what these kids are like from the outside. You know, they show up on Saturday and they're good players and this and that. And I mean, you know, these guys we're talking about are like as good as they come. I mean, you ask them to do something, they do it. They take care of business. They're always all in. They do the right stuff. It's been awesome to be around them.
What has this group of senior offensive linemen meant to the program?
Yeah, I mean, on offense, it certainly starts there. And, excuse me, you get a guy like, you know, Caleb came in as a defensive lineman, flipped him over after year one. We thought he could be a good defensive lineman, but we thought he could be a really, really good offensive lineman. And he was kind of, you know, when we recruited him, was ambivalent or really on what side to play, kind of was leaning towards defense. So we said, hey, we'll give you a shot there and see what it looks like. And then kind of towards the end of the first year, I think we kind of all agreed, hey, let's see what you can get done on offense. And he's taken a lot of snaps around here. He may have taken as many as anybody out there, probably as much as, you know, Jake, and at a, you know, really physical position in terms of practice and all those type of things. He's taken a lot of reps. Proud of him.
Chris, when you play a team that does like a fake punt and has an onside, when they're literally it feels like they're playing like they have nothing to lose. What are the inherent difficulties?
Yeah, it's hard, and in some ways that's a great way to play, right? I mean, it's like, why didn't everybody play like that? But you know, when you're behind and playing catch up, you got to do some of those things, and but it is hard. You know, they try the little drop kick on, you know, squib, which they did twice, and the one hits our guy. I mean, what are you going to do about that? I mean, guys are on it, and we practice squibs ourselves, and front line being alert to get out of the way. I mean, that's the one thing, but they catch us on that. And, you know, you just really got to be on point when a team plays like that, because the reverses and all kinds of different stuff can come back to get you, and they got us on a couple things.
A bunch of guys on the defensive end coming back from injuries. You got DJ and Shane and Miles Bryant and Jordan. How big is that, and especially to get them a week of action going into a game like next week? Yeah, I think it's pretty big. It's nice to get DJ back out there too. You know, I'm always. We certainly didn't count on him being out this long. He didn't count. I don't think our doctors did. And, you know, that's why it's hard sometimes to, you know, set timelines, because they sometimes turn out much different, and this one did. But it is good to have him back out here for these next, you know, few games.
Chris, now that Jake's the winningest quarterback in Pac-12 history, how do you feel like history should treat him?
Yeah. You know, I've thought all along. I mean, you know, I think he's a special guy. He's a special QB, you know, and I just think that position sometimes for some people it's never going to be good enough. And you nitpick that position apart like we all do, but it's never going to be all on the quarterback. It just isn't. There's so many things that else go into it. But I think that, enough said, right? Just that statement alone, I mean, this is what it's all about. I mean, that's what a quarterback, you know, if you're going to put all this stuff on one guy, what should he be evaluated on? How much you win? And to be the all-time winningest, it's pretty special.
Two forced fumbles from a walk-on freshman. To talk about two forced fumbles from a walk-on freshman in his first. Just kind of, where did he come from? And just kind of.
Edifon Ulofoshio. Okay. Not answering any more questions unless everybody in here can pronounce his name. He's Bishop Gorman High School, and he has been awesome since day one that we got him here. Practices his tail off. He's got great energy. We've been talking about getting him in games. Defensive coaches are like, can we get him in here? And so finally we get him in there, and, you know, forcing fumbles, you know, it was awesome to see. And really for a guy that's been working his tail off and showing up since he's got here in August.
Mark, when you're playing a team that has nothing to lose, when is that line between when you want to start to rest your starters and get some other guys in there? Yeah, well, it's a fine line, because you kind of look back and see some of the things that they did and some comeback that they had against Colorado, and, you know, how they can move the ball, and all of a sudden you get a punt blocked and those type of things. And so it is a fine line. Yeah. And so, you know, we had some guys in there at the end and made the stop, and so it was good. But if not, then it's a 12-point game and onside kick again, and who knows what happens. But those other guys can play. You know, we got other guys that can make plays too.
The update on Kamari Pleasant?
Maury, we'll see. Yeah, I don't really know right now. It's week to week.
Apple Cup next week, big game, obviously. We don't have availability to players. Anything you want to give us for next week?
You don't have availability? Awesome. We really hadn't even figured that one out yet, but I think we'll just probably roll it if you're good with that. Well, it's a short week, which obviously that's a big deal to us. It really is. I think on offense, we're always trying to scheme and dream, and so, taking a day away is tough, and this is a unique offense, obviously. I mean, it kind of changes everything that we do on defense just by the nature of their style. It's so unique. And so we go right back to work tomorrow. And, the kids know it. We've been preparing for it for a while, and we're going to have to play really well.
Tonight?
I'll probably watch some of the game. Got a little recruiting to do, but we got a game. Probably check it out. Yep.
It's going on just with that program and with Tyler and everything. Just kind of what is your general thought, given everything they've had to come through, just to see how far they come this year as an opposing coach?
Yeah, you talking about Washington State? Yeah, extremely impressed with what he's done over there. With I'd like to, make jokes, and I think Mike Leach is obviously awesome for college football and everything he's all about. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's too many people that are not really impressed with what he has done over there, because they have been through a lot, and it's impressive.
Good. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, guys.